Now that you know what behavioral-based interview questions sound like and how to use the STAR model to answer them, you're probably wondering, what are the questions I'm going to get? Well, today we're going to go over the top 10 most common themes of questions and an example or two for each. The first is emotional intelligence. And an example question might be, tell me about a time when you had a disagreement with a colleague and how did you handle it? Now, what they're looking for here is your ability to navigate this difficult situation while maintaining, even strengthening the relationship. Number two is time management. And an example question could be, describe a time when you had to manage multiple projects with competing deadlines. Or, tell me about a time where you had to come up to speed on something very quickly. What they're looking for here is someone who can prioritize their time and be efficient with it. Number three is problem solving. And an example question might be something like, tell me about a time where you had to develop a strategy for something. Or describe a time where you had to make a really tough decision. What they're targeting here is they want to make sure that you're a strategic thinker that has a history of creative and/or sound decision making. Number four is adaptability. And a common example here is, tell me about a time when you had to adapt to significant change at work. In the pharmaceutical industry, change is constant. So they want to make sure that you are someone that can adapt to a dynamically changing environment. Number five is passion for achievement. One example of this type of question could be, can you describe a time when you set a challenging goal for yourself and how you went about achieving that? Now, what they're looking for is somebody who's a self-starter with a strong work ethic and a passion to be a high achiever. Number six is communication. And here's something that they may ask you. Give me an example of a time when you had to explain something very complex to someone that was unfamiliar with it. Now, your presentation is one way to really demonstrate your ability here, and we have multiple videos about how to rock your presentation, so check those out. We'll put that in the information below the video. Number seven is customer service. Be prepared to answer something like this. Describe a time where you had to deal with a difficult KOL. A big part of the MSL role is managing KOL relationships and resolving issues and providing excellent service. Number eight is judgment. Judgment questions typically target your ethics, like, tell me about a time where you faced an ethical dilemma at work. Now, what they're looking for is gauging your moral compass and your level of integrity and responsibility. Number nine is leadership. A question targeting leadership could be as simple as, tell me about a time where you had to work closely with others to achieve a goal. But also be prepared to answer, tell me about a time where you were not the lead on a project. They want to make sure that you can lead but also follow, because in pharma, you're going to have to do both. And number 10 is teamwork. If they don't think that you're a good teammate, you will not get the job. So be prepared to talk about times that you collaborated with others. A typical question might be, describe a situation where you had to collaborate with a team member who had a different working style than yours. Those are the top 10 themes and example questions. If this has helped you, smash subscribe and tell a friend who's trying to become an MSL. Make sure to also connect with me on LinkedIn, and while you're there, follow our private job board called KBIC Jobs Medical Affairs. Thanks.